So, look, welcome. We're now on Bitch Mam's episode 8 review. Full spoilers, not that anyone cares. I just, like, I'm getting a brain hemorrhage. I just don't understand what the message is really like and who this is actually for. So let me just run it down, like a brief recap for anyone that cares. Not that you should care, but hey, look, whatever. Stranger things have happened. So Kate Kane, Bitch Mams, has like a love interest, which is a woman, because obviously she's a lesbian or gender fluid or whatever, who cares? Peter Pan sexual, it doesn't really matter. But she has a love interest that's a woman. It's the opening episode. It's the reason why she comes back to Gotham. And then further down the line, this love interest is married to a bloke. Now, there's a main story in this episode, but it's bookended and has been running throughout the current season, the 8 episodes thus far, with this very, very strange story about the love interest, this woman, part of the Crows, the security team, still being in love with Kate Kane. Bearing in mind she's married to a bloke that she's been lying to for her entire relationship. And now it's kind of met with this massive crescendo of of the guy basically saying, "Do you love me? Yes. Are you in love with me? Because if you are, then you'll be real with me right now." And this woman being like, "No, I don't know, soz." And it's like, what the hell are you trying to do? What is the message? Is the message that it's fine to be semi-adulterous? Bear in mind, some semi-adulterous activities have occurred, and some very deceitful actions have occurred. Which, you know, if I was married, I wouldn't want that happening. I'm sure anyone in a relationship wouldn't want that happening. It's deceitful. It's disgusting behaviour. No matter whether you're, trans, bi, Peter Pan sexual, it doesn't matter. It's still deceitful behaviour, whether you're straight or whatever. That's besides the point. And what's the message? What's the message? Is the message that it's fine? Is the message that it's all good because she's, clam lapping? Like, what? She's chowing down on the pasties? I don't understand. She's hunting for the oysters. Like, what is the message? I just don't understand it. Now, obviously, in each and every single episode of Bitch Mams, there has been an agenda running through it. Now, this one is somewhat different, because outside of what I've just said, like, I don't really understand what the message is outside of that particular story. I don't know if there was any other agenda. I think the agenda is that particular plot point that I've just said, but I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is? Because I tell you what, ladies and gents, if the CW is trying to say that adulterous behaviour and deceitful behaviour in what should be considered a stable marriage is fine, if you are part of the LGBTQ community, you are fucking wrong. Put it that way. You are massively wrong, CW. No matter whether you're black, brown, white, yellow, it doesn't really matter. You could be an Eskimo. It literally doesn't matter. You could be in love with plants. But if you're deceitful, you are a disgusting human being. Let's put it that way, right? So, I don't know what the message is. What's the fucking message? Anyway, this episode actually did do something for a change. So, Alice, Rachel Scarston, I will say, she has been on top form in this episode. She builds a big, fantastic tea party where she actually kills Catherine Hamilton, the wife and stepmother, stepmother. I'm going to say mother-in-law, but it's not, stepmother of Kate Kane and the wife of Kate Kane's dad, the leader of the Crows. And the acting is actually quite good. Pretty damn decent. But I can't help get away from the fact that Rachel Scarston's Alice is an identical Joker. She's just doing a Joker. Down to the mannerisms, the smiles, the accentuated laugh. It's just a Joker ripoff. It's not a bad one. in terms of, you know, kind of amping it up and hamming it up, it's not a bad one. But it's still a Joker nonetheless. And I'm not sure how much I, you know, agree with that being the take-home. And not only that, they are literally setting it up as a Joker wannabe because Bitch Mams will not kill Alice. So it's like this never-ending fight between the two. What does that remind you of? Oh yeah, shit, Batman versus the Joker. So look, basically, she locks everyone in. You got Mouse pretending to be Bitch Mam's dad, which is a baffling thing in universe because he puts on the voice, he puts on the dad voice even when he's alone. Why would you do that, mate? I wouldn't do that. If I was pretending to be someone, I'd take a breather because my throat would probably hurt. Do you know what I mean? This is where like the universe breaking stuff happens, and obviously because the show's budgetary limitations indicate the fact that you shouldn't be doing these things. You know? You just like you do some bad dubbing or have him talk normal but in darkness, so you can just dub over it. Do you see what I mean? But it's terrible. So she builds this massive teapot, and I don't understand why, if she wants to murder Catherine Hamilton and her own father Alice, why is she so friendly with this mouse guy? He's literally part of the reason why she was in captivation, and why she is as screwed up as she is. Because it was his dad that captured him. What fucking plot logic? Seriously. Look, even Jasper fell asleep watching it. He doesn't care. He thought it was trash. Terrible. The mind boggles. And now, then, at the end of this episode, it was like some weird Crisis on Infinite Earth thing, and I'm like, well, I don't watch other shows, so I don't know who, because I barely want to watch this one, to be honest. Where the fuck is this idiot down in a sewer talking to some Kryptonian, I don't know, sex robot ball bag fucking idiot, and he just gets sucked into a wall? Like, who are you? I've never seen you before, mate. The CW is like banking on the fact that everyone clearly watches their shows. Not only that, obviously, because I don't have the CW, clearly I may be watching this in certain different ways, and how I was watching this had kept the adverts in. So I had an advert for Supergirl. I know this is a Batwoman review, a Bitch Mam's review, but Jesus Christ, I got to talk about how bad Supergirl is just from that advert. It was terrible. She's like, oh, you're making her out to be a bit like a Luthor. Maybe that's because she is a Luthor. Is this fucking writing? Is this writing for real? Like, are you serious? Oh my god! Not only that, like terrible fake fire and explosions, and how is the CW still alive? Like, why is this network not shut down? It is just terrible. So look, bottom line is, I don't know when the next episode of Bitch Mams is coming out because it's doing some now weird Crisis on Infinite Earth thing, which is weird because from like a series standpoint, the whole series is built towards this one thing of, you know, Alice and the big reveal and the fact that Bitch Mams needs to go and kill her now. And that she even says it, I'm going to kill her at the end, basically. That's what she says. But then you're just taking a mid-season break to do Crisis on Infinite Earths? That's terrible structure, CW. What are you doing? That is atrocious. Not only that, oh my god! I've got to say it as well. The fight choreography in this show is just the fucking worst. It is just atrocious. There is some bits where they're just like grunting around, and you got typical stuntmen and extras just standing there waiting to start dancing, basically. Could have grabbed her head by then. Could have just pulled on her hair, a bloody red wig, snapped her neck. Easy, job done. Get Bitch Mams out of my life. Done. I hate this show with a deep-seated passion, but you guys still seem to really like my reviews, so I'm going to keep doing it, obviously. If you've seen this, please tell me what the message was, because I really don't know, and I want to know, because if it is the fact that it's okay to be deceitful to your husband, if it's to hide lesbian activity, then what? No deceit is okay. Because then the other part of it is like, you've made your choices, you need to live by it. That was literally parts of dialogue. You've made your choices. So, what? Oh my god! Anyway, I'm having a brain hemorrhage. I need to go. I hope you enjoyed this review. Hit like, share it, do all that good stuff. I've been Mr. H. Take care.